Hey guys, welcome back to part 2 of the 6.86 patch analysis. We are done with part 1, and some of the notable stuff that we talked about is an offlane Chen, maybe, Bristleback Axe, and I think Alchemist and Batrider. On to part 2, we got Crystal Maiden, Darkseer. Oh, actually Darkseer now being purchasable is a pretty big thing that I want to talk about. Do you guys have anything about CM or Darkseer that you guys want to mention?
Crystal Maiden, not really, but I guess Dark Seer I might after you're done.
Okay, so yeah, Mill, sorry.
No, sorry. I was gonna say go for it.
Okay, so the Iron Shell being purgeable, I actually theorycraft this a bit regarding what's that new hero? Oracle. So his T or his Q, whatever. I don't know what the name of the spell is.
Fortune Sound.
Now does an AoE purge instead of a single target purge. So you know how Darkseer likes to control the lane with double Iron Shell?
It was always AoE.
Yeah, it was always AoE purge, but yeah, that's a good point.
The main thing that you can say is that it's now castable on allies. So if Darkseer ever felt like casting it on your creeps, you can purge it off. Cast it on his creeps, you can purge it off. Cast it on two creeps that are next to each other, you can purge it all off.
Anybody else that can do that, like a purge real early level?
Only Omni Knight.
Oh yeah.
You could Iron Shell, whatever or not Iron Shell. You could repel.
Actually, wait, can you target repel on creeps?
You could target no. You used to target repel on. Yeah, you could target on anything. I think. Wait.
Okay.
Are you sure?
I don't know if you can.
We can make an Omni if Mills
check
would pick his hero, so we could get the game rolling.
It says target unit, so you should be able to cast it on creeps just fine.
Alright, got it. I'm in game.
Okay, we could test that out. You say you have some Darkseer things to talk about?
No, I was going to say the purge thing with Oracle as well.
Oh, I see. Okay. But Oracle actually is very good against the Darkseer in general as well because of things like you could help your carry sustain by using Fate Edict as well as the heal on him. But it's mostly the ability to purge off the Surge as well as Iron Shell. You could actually get a kill on Darkseer very easily as Oracle. So it's pretty.
Oh yeah, purging off Surge. I didn't even think about that, but yeah.
Oracle now in CM, yay. Okay.
I think a lot of people were saying that's why Huskar got so nerfed, but we'll get to both of them later.
Yep. So Dazzle got a various amount of nerfs. I think the biggest one is the mana cost increase on Grave, because the hero already has a lot of mana issues. And now the way that it scales, you even want to max it ASAP. But they also reduce the mana cost on Poison Touch, which a lot of players put a value point into. So I guess it balances it out a little bit. Weave no longer provides flying vision. That's really, really huge because people used to like use Weave to check Roche. And now you can't do it as effectively. Now it only provides ground vision. So can you actually make a
make a Dazzle. Yeah.
Make a Dazzle and then like just Weave Roche for visual confirmation of ground versus flying vision? I like how you made like 20
I was experimenting.
20 bots already.
Okay, are you focusing on the play?
I am a Roche. Weave that Roche. So it still sees.
Did you see it?
I saw it.
Okay.
So basically, you see in the Roshan pit, but you don't see like this cliff area, which I guess for high ground purposes, checking is a pretty big deal. It's still very good, but you know, it's a nerf.
I mean, all things considered, I think he got out pretty well. A lot of people were saying that he was just going to get annihilated because he kept getting picked so much.
Not like Wyvern. Wyvern got annihilated. Holy.
Yeah, she did.
But yeah, I think the consensus for this hero is that it's still very, very pickable and very good. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Death Prophet. Now you have a new ability, essentially some sort of life drain.
Yes. And
the big thing that I got from testing, first of all, it's charges, so you could life drain multiple people. You cannot life drain the same person twice. Various testing I did is you can still get drained, or you can still drain HP if you're using Yule Scepter, given that that's one of her big item choice. You life drain somebody and then you use yourself up in the air and you do gain the HP. The other thing is that when you're draining somebody, they cannot fog you. They could try to juke you, but you still get vision of them. So that's actually very important for DP when she's chasing people through fogs and whatever trees they're making to block you or whatever.
So overall, what do you think about what they've done?
I think it's a buff, right? Because now you get Witchcraft essentially for free. Not the full Witchcraft, but because, you know, all your other abilities got buffed.
Okay, so Witchcraft, the things that aren't added is that it used to decrease the mana cost on Crypt Swarm and Silence by 25 once maxed.
Yes.
And there was no compensation with this new spell. So that's one nerf. And the other nerf is that it used to give you extra ghosts at level 6, which now Exorcism still has 8 flat ghosts at level 6. So those are two nerfs that didn't get compensated for.
But at the same time, you get essentially quote-unquote a free spell, right? For the same amount of spell points you put in. You get Witchcraft quote-unquote for free. We're going to have this discussion with Pudge as well, but you know what I'm saying?
You get Witchcraft's move speed for free, and you get Witchcraft's silence cooldown reduction for free.
And also Crypt Swarm cooldown.
So.
Oh yeah, and also Crypt Swarm cooldown.
So I can pretty confidently say that as of right now, DP is broken.
Why is
that is
that?
The broken hero.
I wouldn't go that far.
I would go that far, and I think you're going to start seeing her in the pubs.
Why is that?
Already? Well, I know for a fact that Pygmalion has been playing him and been wrecking shit with her. And let's put it okay. So the siphon, the slow on the siphon, and the vision that it gives, like you were saying, it's a lot more. It adds a lot more to her arsenal than you think. Like you just dish out a boatload of damage in team fights, and no one can really whittle you down fast enough. Any kind of fun.
I want to add a bit more to the Siphon discussion is that the way that she fights is very cooldown based, right? Because her exorcism is so long. So I feel like the Siphon having a charge is much better than having a cooldown, because in a team fight, you're likely to expend all 4 charges of your Siphon, but you're fine with that because you're not going to fight again till, you know, got long. So, sorry, yeah, you're going to just go ham with Siphon and Exorcism in a fight, and you're going to just kill everybody. That 18% slow makes sure that your Exorcism is going to hit. So you are like a moving god boss in team fights.
Definitely. And I was about to say this too, and Pelm just put it in my Twitch chat. Compare what she's absorbing to the old Doom AoE Scorched Earth, and they're pretty comparable. And the difference is that you're slowing them instead of speeding up yourself. But it's pretty good, and then you're guaranteed at the end of the fight to get all your ghosts feeding you as well.
Right. So what's the item build now for the new DP? Because I was thinking of something like phase Yules into some sort of
Octarine
Core. Okay.
Octarine Core is so good on her.
Oh, now that Repentance charges as well. That's cooldown.
Well, first of all, like you know, DP she's only really dangerous when she has her ult. So anything that can get that closer to happening is good. And then she gets lifesteal off of her ghosts.
Any place you would want to fit an Atos in there, because it's also very good with essentially all of her spells.
I wouldn't. I would just get that Octarine as soon as possible, and then from there maybe like something later game than Atos.
I guess you could also not skip Yules, right? Because you need the mana and movement speed.
Yeah, Yules is fine. I like Yules. No matter what, I don't play her too often, but playing against her, you know that Yules is pretty essential, especially when someone gets like a blade mail and your ghost just completely damage the hell out of you.
All right,
so yeah, Yules needed.
This is your vote for the most broken hero dispatch.
Yeah, or at least one of the top 3 candidates right there, if not the top.
That sounds pretty good with me, actually.
Hot fix for the patch 6.86b.
Well, I don't think they will put a lot of emphasis on her because she's not in captain's mode right now. But yeah, I reckon before she goes back to CM, she's gonna have to receive a bit of nerf. But Neil, you were not, convinced. Neil, here's your mic.
I'm not convinced, but I'm not saying that she's bad. But I don't think that she's definitely not hotfixed here, in my opinion.
Do you have any strong points on the other direction?
Okay. My reasoning is that so she was the flavor of the month for a month, literally, and then she received multiple nerfs, which never were really reversed. So one of the nerfs was that her strength gain went down. It was in 6.83 from 2.2 to 1.9, and then in 6.82C. Her exorcism cooldown got bumped up, and it's 145 seconds right now, and that never got changed. And Crypt Swarm damage went down, and that never got changed also. And now, with Witchcraft not being there to help her exorcism at level 6 exorcism isn't that great anymore. And granted, a lot of people didn't like level 6 exorcism in general because there was that change to tier 1 towers to give you free glyphs all the time, and that also happened. The patch after DP was amazing, and that also still exists. So all of those things combined to make me feel I'm not saying that she's bad. I think she's good. I think she's better than balanced, but I don't think she's OP.
Okay, so one thing I wanted to add before we move on to DP is that she reminds me of Shadow Fiend a lot, in the sense that she could dominate the lane, she could farm stack camps, she could deal a ton of damage in teamfights, and she could also push. But also not at the same rate that Shadow Fiend can. Shadow Fiend is not stopped by his cooldowns, right? He could keep going. I guess it's pretty silly to compare the two heroes, but to me, Shadow Fiend is probably if my teammate picks Shadow Fiend, I'm alright, we got a good hero on the mid lane, we could win games. I feel like moving forward on this patch, if my teammate picks DP for mid, I'm pretty happy as well. I feel that she's very, very strong, and also at today or tomorrow or maybe the next week, people don't know how to play against Spirit Siphon because it's a new spell. They haven't seen it before. I expect a lot of she just killed me kind of situation happen. So
I concur completely. By the way, Siphon goes to BKB.
Yeah, that should not happen.
Oh wow, I did not know that.
Wow, that's actually really, really good.
Yeah, as in, can you target it on people who have BKBs active, or if they turn on a BKB while you're siphoning them, it won't break?
Let's try it. I don't know.
Yeah, we can.
All right, that's why we got the Lavia.
We'll do it in the. I'm already Death Prophet.
Yeah,
okay,
DP.
come on down to the. Give yourself a BKB.
Do I have to do it?
No, Mills can do it. You can just spectate.
What? Then how are you gonna do it? All right, I'm gonna just send in. I'm gonna send in Gust Spot with Repel maxed.
I got it right here.
All right, go.
No, but you're an ally. Okay.
Siphon me, bruh. All right, I'm actually losing HP under Repel. Is that right?
Yeah, looks like it.
That's redonkulous.
Wow. Okay.
That's
crazy.
broken.
You shouldn't be able to target
hot
it.
fix. Hot fix, please. Wait, actually,
Okay,
do you gain
that
HP?
part does.
Do you gain HP? All right, do it again.
Let's see. Yep.
Hot fix.
That really shouldn't happen.
Okay, moving on. We got Doom. Okay, so BAT increased from 1.72. That's actually pretty big. Scorch Earth got nerfed a bit more. Doom got increased cooldown. And now instead of level death, you have a Inferno Blade, which essentially is a hit off of your auto attack. So think Janata here. And basically it'll do like a ton of damage. It does percentage damage for 4 seconds. Neil said this spell is completely broken, but essentially it's melee cast range. You have to actually attack off of it, and also your BAT is so low that I'm not sure how many attacks you could get off in a fight, in a chasing situation. So I'm not sure how good the spell is. Playing against it once or twice, I can't say it's very, very good. It's very good if you're initiating with Shadow Blade. Like you would hit the Inferno Blade into a Doom and then Scorch Earth. You're probably gonna get 1 kill, but you know, comparing to the old level death where you could get off like 2 or 3 in team fights, I want to say that level of death is better, but again, I don't really know.
I think this spell is
Don't go
way
on.
better than level death ever was, in my opinion. The only disadvantage is now Doom doesn't have an easy way to pop Lincolns, which is a pretty big nerf.
Yes, this is
But-
the pop Lincolns.
The spell itself, and according to the tooltip in-game, it's supposed to pierce spell immunity, but then I tried it and it doesn't. Neither the stun nor the damage over time. So I guess that was just a bug in the tooltip. But it's not so much late game potential that I'm concerned about. It's early game that this spell is crazy. Because it's 5%, or it's whatever, 1.25 max HP at level 1, and 16-second cooldown, 40 mana cost. One auto attack with 4-second burn takes away, I guess, like 8% of your max HP, which is quite a bit.
How often
Yeah,
do you let Doom walk up to you and cast that, though? Honestly.
When he has Scorched Earth on, it's not up to you.
That's a good point. So it's almost like they gave him a Wyvern Arctic Burn.
I consider it more like Liquid Fire. But
it's
in
so-
terms of damage, it's definitely like Wyvern.
Hold on. Wyvern has like a billion range. Liquefire has a billion range. This is melee attack. Are you guys just forgetting
No,
that
I mean-
you have to get up too close and hit somebody
No,
with this?
I'm talking about it's that type of damage. You just need to hit them once, and then it just, rapes them from full health.
It's also 40
see.
mana though. Like that's a lot for Doom.
Yeah, but I mean, what else is he spending mana on, really?
No. It's like sometimes you just don't have mana for another Devourer or Scorch Earth.
Yeah, actually, mana is pretty important for him early on.
So
Every
Wyvern,
drop counts.
Arctic Burn deals 8% at all levels, but it's current health, not max health.
I'm not okay. We don't need to compare the two spells together. You think that this is better than Level Death, and I'm not sure whether it is.
Yeah, I think it's better than level death.
I do think they're starting to hone in on a good place for Doom, with like the Doom cooldown increase makes a lot of sense. I was always wondering like why is this less than Black Hole or something like that, because it's kind of like a guaranteed now the fight's 4-on-5, better than Black Hole in my opinion.
Oh, you mean Doom
And
as the
movement
ultimate?
speed. Yeah, it used to be 100. Yeah, Doom the Ultimate. It used to be 100 seconds. It was too soon. Like you use Doom, you have the team fight. Even if you die, you spawn and you have it again.
Fair enough.
I think they're zoning in on a good place for him.
My last question for both of you guys is: do you guys think we're gonna see a little bit more of the skill changes? Because you used to not level up level diff because how wonky it was. Like you have to catch them at the right level. Now with Inferno Blade, you get this whenever you want. And now with Scorch Earth getting someone nerfed, I don't think you skip the spell ever, and I think you still are likely to max it. But are we gonna see more of like 1 point into Inferno Blade early for value, sacrificing 1 point Devour?
Oh, definitely.
For sure.
So we're looking at 1 point at level 4, level 3.
I'd say level 4. That's what I would do
I'd say
off the top
level
of my
3.
head. Oh, you wouldn't get 2 Scorched Earths in the offlane?
Well, I guess
No,
it's how you
because
feel,
at,
right?
At that early of a level, you're not really getting into fights. If you turn on Scorched Earth, you're probably going to be trying to get out of something.
I don't know. Okay, so I'm guilty of spamming Doom during these past few months, and you really do hit level humps at 3 and 5 and 7. So I don't know. I think you have
but
to.
now you have a very easy access jungle camp that you can just head on down to if you're having problems in the offlane.
That is true. Actually, that is very, very good for Doom. Holy. Alright,
You
Doom
were
broken.
playing him offlane, I'm assuming, physics.
Yeah, I was playing him offlane. But like at level 3, I hit level 3. You kind of just go hit the support, and then when he fights back a little bit, you fire up the furnace, and then you just start chasing him. You can usually kill him if you just have brown boots. It might not be true anymore with the nerfs to the damage and the heal, but I don't know. I think getting maxing that out as soon as possible is the way to go. Still,
I think you'd end up getting more damage with an Infernal Blade.
Okay, no joke. I think the new build is you leave Devour at 1 and you max both.
I wouldn't object to that, honestly.
And you play him more like a China Doom, right? You just run out of jungle and you just go ham.
Yeah, exactly.
Alright, I'm trying this. This seems ridiculously fun and strong. And then
really, at this point, you only need Devour for the spell that you get from a neutral. The gold is nice, but whatever. If you're going to go kill people, that's far better.
Actually, moving to the point that you made about now you don't have a way to cancel Lincolns. Will you devour something that will proc the Lincoln if they are getting Lincolns?
I mean, it definitely nerfs Alpha Wolf late game Doom, for sure. Because now you need to probably consider getting the net.
Sure.
Or
the boulder.
Yeah.
I agree. But that's a good change. I mean, it used to be so stupid. What's the point of Lincolns? You could just level death and then they have like 1 second response time is all that Lincolns bought them. So it was decent for like an Ember, but like anybody else, along those lines, still screwed.
All right, let's skip over DK. Other than the fact that he's even tankier, which I don't think was.
I want to see if Mills wants DK in the offlane now.
Okay.
12 HP per second.
Okay. No. You don't get to level 7. You don't start with level 7. So let's talk about 3-6, like 6 HP regen.
100% increase at the second level of Dragon Blood. 100% increase on what it was a patch ago.
It could be viable, actually.
No, I'm gonna say 100% is viable. Hear me out, alright? You go Dragon Blood at level 3, so you have 6 HP regen per second, and it gives you a little bit extra armor as well, right? That's correct, right? And you get Poor Man Shield, or Pro Man Shield, and you get the new whatever item, the Iron Talon shit, right? So you're sitting in the offlane with like 85 billion armor, 6 HP regen per second, Pro Man Shield, and then you got Iron Talon. It's just lasting under the tower like a champ.
What's the new item you were talking about?
Iron Talon builds out the Quelling
What did
Blade.
it do again?
Takes away 40% of enemies or neutrals or enemy unit or neutral HP. 40%.
Okay, I'm marking it on the offlane list.
Excellent.
Well, you also put Chen on the offlane list. So I don't know how valuable your offlane list is.
Welcome to 6.86, son.
6.8. Adapt or get out.
Okay, here's the thing though. He still needs mana, and offlane I don't see it happening.
Yo, side shop bottle, easy.
One charge. No, but it's like I see him kind of like a timber saw in that sense, where you just have like you want to take hits, it's okay because you have this huge regen in armor.
And you can just get a soul ring. Everyone got soul ring on DK anyway.
Yep.
No. Not even close.
Also, one thing that I would like to side note, which isn't directly related, but Ether Lens makes his Breathe Fire have crazy range, and it makes your Dragon Tail stun longer in melee form and super long in dragon form. So just something.
Look at Mills just thinking all of these Dragon Lens.
No. Okay, well, let me just throw this out there. So you're in the off lane, and you get Soul Ring mana boots, and then you disassemble the mana boots for the Aether Lens later on.
Oh my god.
Okay, I know you guys were just joking about the bottle and the side shop thing, but I will envision a scenario where you buy the bottle, you drink the charge, the support TBs back from the fountain to you, and you do the bottle trick, and then you smoke up and you do that gank too. Huh?
I love it.
I'm all about that.
Alright, Drow Ranger. Okay, so I actually played a game of Drow in test client. I was like, okay, this Aghanims is dumb because you're building an Aghanims on Drow. You need damage fast. And I tried it, and it was, my god, like the sickest thing ever. So here's my item build. I won Power Treads, Magic Wand, Ring of Aquila, so you're starting your standard starting set of like core items. And then one Maelstrom first. I was thinking, okay, what does this scepter do? Well, it lets you shoot 3 split shots. And unlike the Medusa split shots, all your other split arrows act as normal attacks, carrying all attack modifiers, including your Frost Arrow, if you want to do that, as well as Maelstrom procs. So I got Maelstrom first. I farmed up to Aghanims very quickly because I have Maelstrom. And I literally two-shotted an entire creep wave 30 minutes into the game. That's it. Like, I was. You guys remember the map Enfos in Dota 1? I felt like I was playing that. I was killing creeps so damn fast. It wasn't even funny. And I had I think a Magnus on my team, or some AoE spell that brought them together, and I would just one-shot a team or two-shot a team. I was attacking so damn fast. And of course, if you auto-cast Frost Arrow, you will always frost unless you proc a lightning. And there's very, very high frequency. I proc 2 lightning out of the 3 arrows I shoot out, and then you murder a wave or you murder a hero. It's just absolutely ridiculous.
I did not think about getting something like a Mjolnir on that. That could be a lot of damage.
It is a lot of damage. Confirmed.
Confirmed. What? Interesting. I don't know. Gimmicky? Maybe? I don't. But when I first saw the scepter, I was like, ew.
Yeah, I thought it was dumb too. I tried it though. So
that's good.
Apart from Maelstrom, is there any other like thing that you could take to advantage of the Aura effect? Like maybe a Dazzle to apply minus armor? Is that even good or?
The only thing that I tried was Daedalus, which it gives you 2 more chances to crit.
On different targets.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's mainly for team fighting Drow, but it deals a ton of damage.
I want to say that Maelstrom is the best because the way that interacts with your Frost Arrow, like just being able to frost everybody or lightning everybody is just good enough. Deso doesn't give you that, you know.
Well, I think the main thing is that it allows you, because it seems like this ag helps you farm more, but if you don't have anything else, like I saw someone go ag first and then Maelstrom, and that was awful. I don't recommend that.
Do not do that.
But Maelstrom first and then ag seems entirely viable. And then the other thing is lifesteal, because then now you're basically having...
That shit was OP too.
Yeah, so both of those are good.
Okay, I know we're running over the 30-minute mark soon, but Earth Spirit is coming up, so Mills, take it away.
Okay, as you can imagine, I have a lot to say about this. So, okay, so where to begin? Everybody thinks, at least what people that have been messaging me, thinks that he is dead. But you gotta remember that every single patch he's been getting nerfed, and every single time people are saying no longer viable. The GeoGrip pull here is, I mean, this might be kind of an obvious statement, but this is the only nerf here that really matters.
That's a big nerf, though. Like, that's a huge part of the spell.
I consider this GeoGrip portion of the nerf to be on par with the magnetized nerf, where you can dispel it, which is to say significant.
Okay, well, real fast. I'm no Earth Spirit Pro like you are, but now you could no longer to make your starting laning phase much better by pulling creeps into the tree, right? Like, that's a part of it?
No. You can do that. You can only not pull allied heroes.
Oh, okay. So you can't save people in the river when you ganking them.
That's it. That's all. Like, if somebody's stunned up, you can't pull them out of the stun, or you can't pull someone out of kinetic field.
Right.
That's pretty significant, but it's necessary. Like, I'm not in denial about it, that it was not a good thing that was in the game. The intelligence growth is minor, and it doesn't really matter because you're already putting mana boosting items in his arsenal already.
But were you getting any percentage items, or were you getting stuff like Arcane Boots and Bottle, which were flat?
Yeah, you have to do that anyway. But it's minor enough where it's not going to matter. You're still going to be able to get your full arsenal of spells off. The Boulder Smash thing is a good change, and it's not too bad. So just to give you a something to compare to, Pudge's collision is 100 for his hook. Okay?
60.
So before, the stone was twice that. And I do recall sometimes, many times, where I would hit someone and be like, they shouldn't have gotten hit there. And I think they just fixed that.
Oh, okay. So this is more representative of the actual size of the remnant?
The actual size of the remnant. So when you're thinking, well, it's too hard to, or this is a big change. It's still pretty easy to hit someone, but now you're not going to have that feeling of the what the fuck, why did that shackle me to that tree? It was that kind of feeling, like I should not have gotten hit by that remnant. So that's good. That's gone, and that's good.
I guess I can use this first.
So when you're gonna consider if a hero is like been smashed to bits by the nerf hammer or not, you can't just look at these 4 bullet points. What are some other things in this patch? It's kind of hard to predict like the interactions with the other heroes, but like the items.
Yeah, for one, there's a new magic resist item that people are going to be getting, right? So that would help against Earth Spirit significantly. And there's also things like Glimmer Cape. Would you say that these are pretty good
Glimmer
ways
Cape's already been around, right?
Where I'm saying, now he's in CM, Glimmer Cape, doesn't that just shut down Earth Spirit? At least the person that he's going on. You probably kill other people with Magnetize, but,
Oh, yeah. I mean, Glimmer Cape is really good against Earth Spirit, but I mean, it's been able to be dealt with in even the last 6.85. It's annoying and it's there, but it's not too bad. One thing's for sure: the Glimmer Cape, the Magnetize nerf, it significantly took out the fact that when you hit level 6, you could just solo kill someone at will, which used to be the case. Now you have to be smart about it.
This is speaking from playing against Earth Spirit as a lot in support. I want to say that is still the case, because he hits level 6 from the offlane when I'm like level 4.
Yep.
And then he's just like, oh, you could actually kill me. Oh, I'm dying to this guy. Oh, I'm dead. So I still get that feeling a lot. And I think the timing for Earth Spirit is that first 15 to 20 minute. You could tell me if you disagree, but he just walks around, kills everybody. He doesn't tower push or anything, but he just team fights like a machine. And unlike a hero like a Tusk, where the initiation is very pronounced, like you see the snowball and shards coming from a particular direction, I feel like Earth Spirit just like comes out of nowhere and just wrecks you up. That's a feeling I get playing against him.
Okay, but you're gonna have to tell me which support. So, for instance, if you have a support Abaddon on the team, that whole level 6 and start raping is gone. Because I roll into whoever and I start my combo, you just put a well-timed aphotic shield and the ult is over if I didn't do it right.
Well, Abaddon is a special case, right? I'm
Well,
talking about like
how about
Oracle also.
Oracle, Slark, Phantom Lancer. There's so many heroes that can just shake it off. Even Wyvern. All you have to do is survive that initial burst and then put yourself in your little cocoon. And even though like you're still kind of vulnerable there, it's bought enough time that someone's going to come and help you.
Okay, so I think bottom line, the question I have is, as an Earth Spirit player, what are some of the heroes that you hate seeing against? Is it individual heroes like the one that you just mentioned, like Abaddon? Or is it more of a particular team comp that you don't want to walk up against, like one that pushes very fast or ganks very early? Like what don't you want to see?
I don't want to see, as far as team comp, I don't want to see somebody that has better late game, which is why I've been trying to experiment with different later game builds, which include getting Midas, because in general you fall off. What you want is a team that pushes, because you come online at level 6, level 7.
Wait, let me clarify that question. I'm talking about the enemy team comp.
Yeah, so I don't want an enemy team comp with better late game than our team.
Okay, but don't you by default wreck their early game as well?
Well, it's all about being able to push that T3 in, right?
I guess so. And Earth Spirit is not good for that.
Rex. No, I don't add much. So you, if they have something like even like a Keeper of the Light on their team, then already we're kind of in trouble. So this is just from straight up game experience. When I see that they have a better late game, I get a little nervous. Sometimes I even go Necro Book because I'm so nervous about that. As far as heroes, there's a few like straight up heroes that I hate seeing. Huskar, which might not be the case anymore. Huskar was
not the
terrible.
case anymore, I'll assure you.
Omni Knight, which I'll probably see around. Omni Knight is terrible. Anybody that can heal or dispel, so Dazzle included there,
Or silence.
Or silence. So silencer is one of the
new
worst.
Silencer might actually own you now.
Yep. But more so those healers, because when you kill people, it takes like 15 seconds. You know, like it's all about that damage over time. So one purification, it's over. One repel and it's over. One aphotic shield, it's over. Hell, even one miscoil and it's over.
Okay, so talk about the new items that got added. The Aether Lens and I guess Octarine with now refreshing your stones a bit faster. Like, what is the ideal build now for an offlane Earth Spirit?
Okay, so I have something in mind that will take care of that late game problem. So let me just throw out that it's experimental right now, but the bottle's been it's cheap now, cheaper. So usually I like to go out the lane greedy. I get tangos and 1 clarity. I pull the creep, pop the clarity, and then try and use 1 more geogrip to make use of that clarity. But instead now, what you can do is just go out naked. And then by the time the first wave gets to their wave, you've already ticked enough gold that you can buy the bottle. You ferry it over.
No, not like this.
No, it's really good.
Okay.
So
hello? Is he still with us? Am I still with you guys?
here, melee like Earth Spirit, not close to the. You're at most getting last hits by pulling or geogripping to kill, or you're just getting experience, and you're waiting for the wave to come to your tower because you denied your creep, right? So, for the first.
Wait. Mills.
You don't want to be around. So what I've been doing,
Mills.
I can only say.
We're all lagging a lot. Is there a way we could rejoin the room or something? Or
Just freaking out.
is it me or is
Guys,
it Mills that's breaking up?
No, mine thing is like fading out too.
Okay.
I have 572 MS. I think it's mostly me. It's back to 149 though, so it should be okay.
Is it sounding all right?
It's
No?
basically toggling on and off between 500 to 100 MS. But you said you get the early bottle, and I did not hear anything after that.
Oh shit. Okay, so early bottle, you can get it. You can get it before the first wave hits their wave, just from ticking the gold.
Okay.
So from here, that pretty much that covers your clarity and your tangos. And for Earth Spirit, you're at the first levels. You're so far. You have to get good at just sitting far enough from the wave to get experience. You're not going to be up at the wave. If you're taking right clicks from the enemy support, you're doing it wrong. The whole point is that you're going to hit high levels because you denied those creeps in the jungle or into in the forest. You know, like by pulling them in. So the idea is, and I've been trying this, it's been working well, is you can get level 3 off of doing that. And then you just get, it's dangerous, you get no roll. So you have Geogrip and you have 2 kicks. And then you last hit with the kicks and you use a bottle charge and you can get something like 4 to 5 kicks off. And now you're getting farm.
This sounds like some YOLO stuff. No items to begin with, no roll at level 3.
No roll at level. I used to get it at level 2. I'm just saying it's been working.
Okay. And you're a 7K Earth Spirit player, right?
No, 6K.
6K. You haven't hit 7K? I'm surprised.
No, I haven't been playing a lot of solo
Okay.
ranked.
So with this, you'll hit
What-
7k Earth Spirit, and you heard it here first, guys.
I mean, it's crazy. You're right. It's crazy. But so is like that Abaddon offlane thing where the guy just feeds like crazy, but still does a task correctly, right?
All right.
Just we'll see. But okay, so let's forget about those specifics. Like you can tune into my Twitch and see me do these crazy things and confirm with yourself that it's working. The items. So sort of like what we were saying with DK, get arcane boots, later build it into the Aether lens. And by doing that, you have the Aether lens has two portions to it that are really good. Earth Spirit likes magic resist, so that's in there, and he likes mana capacity items, and that's in there. Furthermore, this will move your Geogrip and your stone placement back to how it was OP to begin with. It's 1300 range with the Aether lens. And it's one of those things where you're like, how is he pulling the stone remnant from that far away? It's broken. So I think that's a pretty good item on him.
Also,
tentatively.
you're smashing. It's not like a melee range smash. You have like a 200 or 300 range smash now. If that's relevant or not. That may be like a disadvantage, if anything. I'm not sure.
He's gone.
Oh no.
I'm gone? Oh, wait, no, I'm here. I just forgot to push.
Were you crunching the numbers or something?
No, but I think you're right. I think it's really good. A lot of times you want to conserve stones in battle, and you'll see one sitting around, and you'll have to walk over to it and kick it. Now you can kind of like walk in its vicinity and then aim. So, pretty good item here. The other good item is, and I see this one, I'm not sure. I have to just play a bunch of games and really see, because Octarine Core is not something that's very luxury. I mean, it is luxury. It's not something that, an offlaner can always get. But now that it works for your stone remnants, that is the thing that constrains this hero. So if you can get that, you're going to be more viable later game, which is what I'm trying to push him to.
Would you prioritize Ag or Octarine?
Yeah, that's my
on
question.
average,
Like,
yeah.
what's the priority?
Okay. The priority is Ags for sure. So it would, yeah, I'm sorry, but you might even want to hold off on the Aether lens. Like you might want to just do sort of like a Chen thing or a Wind Ranger thing and just straight up get Ags right away. Just get that point booster out. And
if the grip was still scepterless on allied heroes, would you still prioritize Ag just for the remnant?
no,
Enchant remnant?
I used to go many games without it. I'm telling you, pulling your allies has saved so many games.
I know. I am one hit away killing that dumb fuck, and then some guy pulls him out.
So what you're telling me is it was a very smart nerf to put him in.
It was a very smart nerf, because it's worth. Not only did you save that hero, that dumb fuck as he put it, but it usually resulted in a fight going out, and now it's in your advantage because they like lunge at that hero, and then your team is ready to go on them. It was not supposed to be there.
Okay, so what was the item that you were mentioning before we interjected with Ags versus?
The Octarine Core. Octarine Core. It works wonderfully with Magnetize. You can, if you get the whole say 4 people magnetized and you kick and stun 2 of them and then grip that, you can basically go from half health to full health.
Oh, you get it for the healing as well, yeah.
Yeah, the Magnetize will heal you up, and then it also makes your stone remnants cool down 22 seconds, which means you're going to be a lot more relevant.
Does the 25% cooldown let you get off another cycle of spells in the sense that you get off another kick or roll or anything like that?
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty...
Like in the same team fight, I mean.
Yeah, I mean, you can already get multiple grips and kicks and rolls off in team fights. But now you're just going to be doing it 2 seconds sooner, which 2 seconds is pretty big in Dota, you know that. So, it altogether a great item. but it's also very expensive, and you're only an offlaner, and you need the ag scepter. So are you even going to get there? These are late game items. Usually, up until this point, I've been doing like a super utility mid game or spirit. So you don't even think about items like that. You think about items like urn and
Veil,
pipe,
mech, that kind of
and
stuff.
veil and mech, eventual greaves, yeah, and arcanes. So at this point, I just have to test it all out, see if the late game. Oh, one thing I want to add, just a little cherry on the top. That new large camp over by the off lane.
Yeah.
Stack that camp as many times as possible. Hit 6 and go magnetize it.
I see. Okay, so I do have a closing question about Earth Spirit because you're the expert here, and I want you to put it in perspective for us, because you talked about a lot of this, and personally, like I can't use that information because I don't play Earth Spirit, but put it in perspective for the sense like how OP is this hero? Are we talking about Doom 1 patch ago? Are we talking about Leshrac 2 patches ago? Like on the OP scale, where does this hero rank?
Okay, so I've always said this. Even before this patch, Earth Spirit has never been that OP hero.
Biased player.
He has never been the sniper or the troll. He's never been the blood.
That's just because it takes skill to play him. That's the only reason why.
Never been that. You kill him with a BKB. It's not like Bloodseeker. It took no skill. You just ran at someone and rupture.
Okay, no. Okay, take skill out of the equation. Like, just tell me how strong this hero is.
Here's a better question. Is he first pick, first ban in competitive games? Because he's in CM now.
Oh, right now?
Yeah.
He is... he has... I can't say for sure, but he definitely is such a good utility hero.
So yes, he's a Doom in this track.
Yes. No, he's not a Doom. There's no way.
Fine. He's not a Doom in whatever in pubs, but in competitive games he is.
Because the pros would know how to use him.
Exactly.
Okay.
And the pros know how, not only how to use them, but how the whole team can use them.
Maybe.
Okay. That's the best we're gonna get out of him.
A stun, a silence, a slow, and early team fight. I could definitely see him being first round, first ban, even in his current state right here. But he's not. I refuse to say that he was ever a Leshrac. Maybe when the moves were switched, when the pull was a stun. That was the only time he was equivalent to a sniper, Leshrac, troll, Bloodseeker, etc.
Okay, I think we've said enough. Earth Spirit is OP, and he's coming to any CMs near you. Is that all we have for part 2? Yeah, part 2 is done. Part 3, I do want to mention that the heroes that I'm interested to talk about coming up is Elder Titan, the new Faceless Void, and I guess the new Huskar, as he is currently very nerfed. But we are running behind schedule, so let's end this part very quickly and go on to the next. Hope you guys enjoyed this. And of course, I've been joined by Physics Mathman, who talked to death about Earth Spirit and why he is very OP, as well as Tsunami 478. Was it 647?
Oh wait, before you sign off,
yes.
I might not be here for the next part. I'm not sure yet. But,
okay.
I've already given my expertise. I'm pretty much worthless now.
Fair enough. I wouldn't say that, but okay. Part 3 is coming your way. Don't go anywhere, guys.